After our Taiwan flights got cancelled due to Typhoon Kongray, we made a spontaneous pivot to Manila for the APT tournament. Will this unexpected detour turn out to be a rash decision or a blessing in disguise? Manila greeted us with its vibrant charm, delicious food, stunning beaches, luxurious hotels, and grand casinos.
Come stay with me, Jenny.
Join us on this epic 5-day adventure, packed with thrills, as we went head-to-head with the world's top pros and battled our way to 6 final tables.
King.
Of course, in poker, we all know the highs come with soul-crushing lows and heartbreaking bad beats. How do I get over this?
By winning tomorrow.
After a few near misses and 2 back-to-back runner-up finishes, one question remains.
Nice! Woo! Congrats!
It's not covered yet.
Oh no.
Can we finally bring home the elusive APT Lion Trophy?
Chip leader, will you win the trophy?
So today is day 3.
We are moving hotels to the actual venue because we couldn't book it on the first 2 nights. So we are staying here at a very nice Manila Bay area.
So we are exploring this place before moving over and heading for the tourney. We are gonna play a 6 PM game, so now it's about 3 and we have some time to spare to recharge ourselves so that we can fight for the trophy. So this is a bay area and they have a lot of rides like the Ferris wheel, there's like a pirate ship, and also they have a lot of food areas here, but they are all buffet. Okay, we are currently at the SM Mall
of Asia. It's a big mall, there's a lot of things here.
We're trying to find like a local delicacy in the Philippines.
Ooh, there's a pork belly with the herbs.
This place is called Lechoneria and it lives up to its name. Every page you flip is like all pork. Everything is full of pork. So if you love pork, here's a place to come. But I'm trying to find the pages with other things.
It's a garlic lechon, very famous Filipino food. It's basically a roast suckling pig. Looks good. Let me try.
We are here for you, you know. I can hear the crisp from here.
It's quite crunchy. Probably a 7. The taste is good, it's crunchy, but the meat's a bit like powdery, beef stew kind, which I guess some people like it's tender.
Huh?
What are you eating?
Beef. What else is there to eat? I was deciding between the 15% of the menu, so I decided on this beef.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's a beef set, so it comes with soup, rice, and some like, I won't eat that. Yay! Quite good. Interesting taste. Quite fragrant. 8 upon 10.
Wow, not bad.
Thank you. Yay! Got a coffee.
From Butter Boy.
It's good. Today is the day. We are going to make it to the top 2 together, and then we are gonna make a deal where the trophy just belongs to me, right? It's gonna give
the trophy.
It's gonna give me the trophy.
You can have the trophy.
Who is it? Welcome to our new home for the next 3 days. So we are currently at Nua City of Dreams Hotel. So it's right next to the casino. It's actually at the casino itself. The entrance to the casino is right at the lobby. So now I'll give you a room tour. So this is one of the bigger rooms. I think they have a standard room, but there's like a deluxe room which is bigger. So here we have the toilet. Look at how spacious this is. Oh my god, it's a bathtub with a TV. Look at that. And you have a shower. Oh my god, it's huge.
Yeah, with the seat as well.
You can sit down while showering if you're tired. And this is the toilet, so you can do your business separately. These are some snacks for us, which is free flow. You can have it complimentary and they will refill every day. This is Bailey's bar snacks. Bandana Bailey. How much is it? 1 Bitcoin. So expensive. All the drinks in the fridge is complimentary as well. Wow.
That's not bad.
How much are we paying for this room, man? And this is the bedroom area. Look at how spacious it is. You have a king-size bed and you have a table here to do your work, which we are not doing any work for this trip. And here is the sofa area. Wow, the view is actually quite nice. This is the 2nd floor. It's quite a low floor, but actually I'm quite impressed with the view.
Yeah, because it's non-smoking, so they only have low floors that are non-smoking.
Wow! May this room bring us more good luck.
Yeah, this room looks like it needs a trophy or 2.
2 trophies, then we put one here and one there.
Today we'll win.
Yes.
Yesterday we were so close, but today we'll win it.
There's no option.
We'll do
No
it.
choice, we'll do it. Let's go. Final table. Top 2. We set in for the Hyper Turbo double stack. Nothing significant at the start as we won and lost a few flips. But as the game went on, we slowly bled our stack away until our last hand of the day. In the big blind, we are left with 2.5 big blinds behind. We look down at Queen 3 off, all folded to small blind and he shoved. I guess we are not running well today. Let's just call it off and go home. Wait! Wait! That's a queen on the river! That was the turning point of our night. We won a few other flips after, chipping up from our 2.5 big blinds. This was a 3-way hand pre-flop. We got in with King Jack off, and we flopped the whole entire world in our hands. King Jack Jack, sweet! And now we are thinking how we can get their whole stack here when the UTG announced he's all in? Did I hear it right? The pre-flop raiser folds and of course we folded. I mean we called. Villain opens King Queen. He hits a straight by the river but it doesn't matter because we have the stone cold nuts. Okay, can someone help me to stack my chips? This is getting too much to handle. Our sun run continues, hitting dubs with Queen Jack against Ace Deuce.
2 pairs?
Even hitting a 2-high flush against Ace King. What is going on? 2 diamond flush.
Any 2 cards.
We are owning it at the table with the chip lead. Everyone at our table has either already been busted by us or respect our chip stack. But shortly after, we got swapped to another table. And in my first race at the table on the button, the big blind called my pre-flop race and check shoved his entire 500,000 stack on the flop. Of course I couldn't call as our stack was about equal. Who is this guy? Oh my goodness. This is Alex Keating, the poker pro. Soon we are in the money and swapped to the final 2 tables. And yes, we are finally away from Alex Keating. Wait, here he is on our left again. It's okay, we play snug, taking down some small hands and winning some flips. In this hand, we pick up pocket aces. We mean bets in UTG, button calls and big blind shoves. Yes, let's go! At this point, we can either call or raise. But I felt a raise here looks too strong, so we decided to call this one to let the button come in. Flop was Queen 3-5. We did a small bet and button folded. I think we could have gotten a bit more value from the button, but oh well, we're heads up with the big blind. He flips over Ace King and we held.
Where did those come from? Oh my god. She almost trapped me. Come sit with me, Jedi.
We made it to the final table. Second final table for this series.
Chip leader, will you win the trophy?
In the small blind, we picked up 8-5, looking over at the big blind sitting with a small stack, and of course, we love 8-5, even the offsuits. So we decided to shove him and hope for a fold. Unfortunately, he had King 7 and called us. We did not hit our 2 life cards and doubled him up instead. Here we picked up Ace 3 suited in a cut off and we mean bet. Small blind shoved a small stack and we went heads up with him.
140.
We're up against pocket queens. A slim chance, but we ended up hitting a runner straight by the river.
6 players left, 100k locked up, 400k up top. Okay, so 5 more to go for the top prize. 423k Philippines pesos, which is about 10k Sing, and 5 more to go. So what's your strategy?
You just did a sun run.
Labubu will suck all the chips.
Labubu want to be interviewed. Labubu say he just sit there. You see? Just sit there, so easy. Is that? Let's win it! Let's go. We need to redeem ourselves from yesterday. After the break, we slowly built up our stack, picking up some blinds and taking down some post flops without showing down.
Nice hand.
Cut off was all in with a short stack. We looked down at King 10 in a small blind and called. The villain showed Ace 9.
Let's go, King.
Flop was Ace 10 2, giving the villain a top pair and us a 10 pair. Here we just need a king or a 10 to bust him.
10.
Dealer, one time please.
King.
Yes, we hit a 10 on the
nice.
river.
Singapore. Singapore.
At this point, my goal was to bust the shorter stacks and build my stack to the top 3. I raised in UTG with King 7.
Let's go.
Big blind under shoves and opens pocket
Ooh.
fours. Can we hit the 2 overs this time?
King. Oh, spade. 5. 5.
Oh, Japan.
Sadly, no. Thankfully, his stack was too short and barely made a dent to our stack. Soon after doubling up from us, the same guy had an all-in hand with Jacks versus King Queen, hitting his Jack on the turn but lucking out as the villain hits his gut shot 10 on the river, and we're in the top 3.
Top 3. 190k locked up. 3-way for the title.
Shortly into the game, small blind shoves and we pick up King 4 suited. It's a pretty good hand in a 3-handed game, and I put the small blind on Ace X because he's quite a tight player. Felt like we were behind, but at this point we are the shorter stack, so we needed a double up. To my surprise, he showed
Nice.
Queen 4 suited. Yes, we are leading!
King.
Flop was 10-8-6 diamonds. Thankfully, he had no diamonds. We just had to hold. A queen on the turn was the most disappointing
King.
card of our day, and the river was sadly a blank, leaving us at 3rd place for this event.
It's okay. 3rd place.
Call correctly.
Yeah, good call. Very good call. It's a stupid queen on the turn. It's okay. Good run. Good run. 188k. Close. Good run. Good run. Dodge a few bullets anyways.
Anyway, I was supposed to be out. Basically, I left 2.5 big blind behind at the quite early on, and then I was the big blind. And then the small blind shoved into me pocket 7s, and I had to call because I either busted or I double up. And I hit the queen, and that was my turning point. Yeah, so I kept doubling up until now, and I got third.
You save by the queen and die by the queen.
Die by the queen, yes.
Queen on the turn.
Double-edged sword. Don't trust your queen.
Ah, that was a waste. Yeah, if not you would have been. If not you have been in chip lead. It's okay. It's okay. King 4 suited is a call. Small blind, big blind action. I think is a call. It's okay. Good run. Tomorrow we'll be back. $188k. That is about 4k. Not bad at all. For a $200 buy-in.
How do I keep these? Yay, we made a comeback.
Hey, hello, Jass and Jedi followers. Little known fact, my name is Pico Solid, but I'm also born in Singapore. So I need to reset Singapore settings and accent. No problem. Hello lah. Wow, really man. Okay, my advice for you. Jass and Jedi are bad at poker. They're big fishes, huge whales. They limp too much. Their BPM is 80%. Don't. They consider it entertaining, but for poker advice, don't follow them. They're big fishes, you know. But they didn't get first, you know. No one remembers second or third. Number 1. Okay.
He's right.
大鱼 say it with me. 大鱼 big fish, correct. Okay, mari kita ya.
So good. Okay, cheers. cheers. Alright, morning. So we are on our way to the tournament. JD is having a good rest after her heroic one yesterday, and I'm on my way to play the first tournament of the day, which is a satellite to the high roller. So far, I've had a few near cashes, busted 2 from the money quite a few times actually. So hopefully today will be different. There's quite a few events today, so quite excited to get started. Anyway, JD has done us proud. Our trip is positive now, thanks to her 3rd place finish yesterday. So we can only build upon that success. But first, time to do coffee. Okay, so we have our morning cuppa. That's good. We need some booster, and let's go. Let's take you to the buy-in area and register for satellite. So we start off the day with the satellite to Zodiac High Roller. First hand, I wake up with pocket jacks. I did a normal raise to 2k, and the button shoves his entire stack in. Of course, I called, and he shows King 10 off. Turn a blank, river, the King of Death. Death on arrival. My seat wasn't even warm and I had to go for the rebuy. So I sat down. Second hand after I bought in, I see a loosey-goosey rack player. He seems like he just bought in too. I raised with King Queen and he goes all in, 2k to 15k. I went with my read that he was full of it, and true enough, he shows a 10-9 suited. Natural 9 he claims. My read was right. So I flopped the king, he turned his dubs, and thankfully I counterfeited that with a revert bigger dubs. I win. And the next hand here, I had a small win. Ace 8 suited, I raised, I got jammed by the button who has a little bit more, and I caught it off. See a ace on the window, and I was lucky to win this one. Here I had Jack 4 of hearts on the small blind, and I had to go all in with 3 to 4 big blinds here. Big blind wakes up with Ace King, and somehow I stay alive, flopping a Jack here. My Ace King friend on my left got his revenge with pocket 8s to finish off my Jack 10 and my second buy-in. Overall quite uneventful, so nothing much here. So I sat in the freeze out. This was much better. I started off playing well, building my stack to 3 times starting stack. And we come in on the first hand with this interesting hand. So I raised with Ace Jack under the gun, and I had 2 callers on the cutoff and the button. The big blind decides that 2,000 wasn't enough and raised it up to 12,000. I guess here I was on the fence between folding or calling, but I felt it was quite squeezy, so I decided to call a 10k here, and it felt that I could play with him in position as well. And we see a Ace Jack 10 flop. He c-bet, I jam, and he called, showing Ace 10. So we just need to fade a 2-outer for a massive stack at the start. And unfortunately, he did the famous walk away, and the river came a sickening 10. So now I'm down to about starting stack. Here we had pocket kings. Here the backstory is that the villain had shoved me twice before this hand already. Once I had king queen off, once I had ace 10, which both times I couldn't call. This time around, the 3rd time, he better has it because I have pocket kings. And I snapped him off, and we took down a good sized pot. This was one of the crucial hands with my friend that beat me with ace 10 earlier. He raised, I decided that I have ace 10 and I'm putting it all in, and he has pocket queens. And somehow ace 10 won again. It seems like ace 10 is good for this game. This was probably the biggest hand before the money. I had a big blind special here with 5-4 suited, under the gun raised to 2 big blinds, mandatory defend with a 5-4 suited. And I see a dream flop, a straight flush draw. Doesn't matter what he has, I have at least 50% if not better. So he c-bet, I re-raise, he jam, I snapped it off, and he shows ace queen. The turn, we already have a spade with him drawing dead. Feels good to hit it on the turn. And now we have a good size stack. Few hands later, we picked up pocket kings, and we did a raise, middling stack, jam all in. Of course, we snapped it off. And despite another player proudly declaring that he folded an ace, we see another ace in the window. How many aces are there in the deck? So we lost almost half our stack here. As we are very close to the money, about 10 away, I raised a small blind to 3 big blinds with queen 6 off. This is obviously denying him equity because queen high here, small blind versus big blind is fairly playable. And he shoved 6 big blind. I mean, I'm pot committed at this point, and he showed me 10-9 off. Oh man, we are leading here. But seems like he knew something that I didn't, because the flop was 10-9x and left me almost drawing dead. So this was a weird hand. I lost chunk of my stack to a 10-9 offsuit shove, so near to the money. I had ace king in the cutoff. I could have gone all in, but I decided that I want a full double up. I didn't want to just take down the blinds, so I min raise on the cutoff, and I got the big stack to shove all in. I happily obliged, risking my tournament life 2 away from the money. And I know a lot of people say said that I was playing a bit too risky the previous 2 days when I bustled 2 from the money. But this time I doubled up, so my ace king held, and now I go towards the bubble with a fairly healthy stack, which was great. So one of the final bust out hands, we saw here that everyone else is in the money. Ace jack of hearts lost to pocket fives.
Ooh. Chop 9.
For a moment, he thought he revered his flush, but the pocket fives actually revered the full house. So now we are all in the money. This is a fairly big hand here. The chip leader has been open shoving quite a bit, and this time he did a proper raise, which got my alarm bells ringing. But I had to call with ace 10 here, and I flopped a top pair and nut flush draw, 3 spade board, and I had the ace of spades. So pretty standard. He bet, I jam. He called with pocket queens.
Which one shorter? Wait, which one shorter? Okay.
Spade. Black.
Black. That's nice.
Spade. And again, ace 10 wins the pocket queens. Wow, the theme of the tournament. And I actually rivered my flush. This time was a bit scary. I had to wait to the river to actually make it.
Good morning. So today is day 4 of the event. So Jess is already playing, and I rested in late because we had too much drinks last night. So let's go get it. Jess is still in the game with a big chip stack, and we have Labubu with him today. I sat down for the turbo event. To be honest, today I'm feeling quite tired, and we are here pretty late into the game. So my strategy was to either double up or bust at the very start. One of the first few hands we picked up was pocket fours. I bet, the big blind shoves, and I called. Unfortunately, the villain hits a jack and we lost this pot. This next hand was a wild one. We picked up pocket fours again, on the button this time. UTG bets, hijack 3 bets all in. At this point, both players seem pretty strong. We can choose to either fold and survive, or go all in 3-way and gamble for a triple up. Of course, we chose the latter. We need to go into this turbo game with a big stack. There's no other way. UTG calls the all-in, and here we are up against Ace, King and Kings. Oh my goodness. Flop was 9 Queen 3. UTG turns his ace. Can't say I had a good feeling about this one, but I was ready to pack up and go home when... Seriously. Right after we changed tables, we picked up pocket 9s in an early position and went heads up with the big blind. TLDR, we won this one, hitting the nuts on the river and getting paid off with maximum value from the big blind by the river. Thank you, Vivian, for helping us to build up our stack. As the blinds quickly got bigger, we needed to steal some pots. At the new table, we picked up 5-8 suited on the big blind. Everyone folds to the small blind and he limps. Here we had to steal the juicy blinds, and we love 8-5 suited, so we went all in for our Tawny life. Small blind tanks for quite a while, but eventually called us down. He said it was because he had some beef with Jass, as he busted him with a flush draw at the other game. So now he wants to bust us in this. Damn it, Jass. Thankfully, we hit a 5 and we're still in the game. A few hands later, we finally picked up a premium hand, pocket kings on the button. At this point, most players were in a shoving mood, and here we are hoping for someone to shove into our kings. True enough, someone shoved and we stepped it up. Hitting quads was an overkill, but thank you, dealer. Soon after, we made it to the final table. Third final table of this series. Okay, let's go to the final table. Charlie and the freezer is the final table. Top 9. Good luck. Win it for us. First place, there's only one option. So I made it to the final table for the turbo, and Jess is still playing the...
Surprisingly, I was down to 1.5 big blind. Small blind versus big blind, and now I'm still here.
Wow! Yesterday I was left with 2.5, so don't give up.
Like literally 75k. Now I built up to
0 to
500.
you.
So
Good job.
try.
Good job. Double final table today. Let's do it. Let's get 2 trophies
Let's do
today.
it.
We are literally sitting at the table right beside Jess, both playing our own final tables. I have a good feeling about this one. We played down to the final 5 and this happened. UTG shoved, we looked down at pocket trees and we're thinking whether to flip with him, but there were many other smaller stacks at the table and many people behind us, so we decided to let it go.
Okay, this table have a double all-in, big blinds auto all-in, under the gun went all-in, and then cut off, went over the top. Now small blind is thinking, and it goes! Whoa! It's a 4-way! It's a 4-way all-in. If the chip leader wins, JD will get auto second place.
To our surprise, it ended up as a 4-way all-in, Queen Jack versus King 10 versus Ace 10 versus King 7. What an insane 4-way all-in. First time I'm seeing this in my
Wow,
life.
big flip! Big flip! Oh shit!
The chip leader sweep 4-way with King 10, hitting a boat.
Oh wow, second heads up!
And just like that, we are top 2 in just one hand.
Heads up! Second place! Free second place!
Okay, so I cashed out in second place. So sad, so near to the trophy, but the chip leader was too massive for our stack.
100, 150, 190, 196.
Okay, so we cashed for 196,000 pesos, which is about almost 5k Sing dollars. Yay! I'll take that as a win. Now let's go and support Jass.
So here we sit down the final table, we make the top 9, and we start with a middling stack of about 300,000. First few hands were quite uneventful. I made a few good maneuvers and I built my stack to about 500,000. And here was a big hand. So the small blind shoved me and I was holding Ace 9 suited in the big blind. And he shoved quite a big stack actually, 350k, at this point about 12 big blinds. I mean, I could easily fold and still have a very healthy stack, but Ace 9 suited on the big blind versus a small blind shove was just too good to fold. I took a minute to think about it and I eventually called, and he showed the ace deuce. So we are very much ahead here, but unfortunately we see a deuce on the window. Ace gives me a lot more outs. I can counterfeit the ace deuce quite easily, but unfortunately a turn blank and a river blank cut us down to 1.5 big blinds. I was now the smallest stack by far. So with 1.5 big blinds, I was very lucky. I picked up pocket queens. The big blind unfortunately had to call with half a big blind more. Going for my 20 life.
Oh.
He had queen 7, so I was very much dominating and we helped. So doubled up my very small stack to slightly bigger stack, but still a very small stack. I picked up pocket aces. I'm all in, aces versus ace 4.
Good luck, players. Into 8.
And this time round, I got another double up from the ace 4. We are all in.
Players, good luck.
And here, small blind versus big blind. I held king 8 suited versus a small stack. I shoved him, he decided to call, he had the king 4.
Window 5.
Oh shit. No, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Painful. So we faded the out even though he flopped a gut shot. It's never easy. We busted a short stack here. For a big race, ace king versus tens. I'm not sure who
Window
covers
queen.
who. And here we can see one of our opponents. This is very much the team of the day. Oh, wow, a lot of outs. Wow.
Flash.
Congratulations. This Jet lady, very friendly player. I played with her at the starting few tables as well. She was really crushing it. She took down, I think, 3 or 4 players, winning like 50-50 flips all the way. She doubled her short stack multiple times. So I picked up aces, I raised. She announced all in, music to my ears. And at this point, she was really running good and she flopped the king. Oh my god, it's never easy, right? Two! Nice. But thankfully the poker gods were not so cruel. That would have been really cruel to bust this way.
No, tripled up the short stack. Shot stack wins again. Double up again. Come on.
Oh, 2 hours plus.
2 hours plus. Yeah, I'm still waiting here for him to win the trophy that I didn't.
So we were down to 3 and we played for a very long time. We traded stacks, everyone was playing fairly like snug, and finally I had built up a good sized stack. I had A7 and the Jack 9 decided to call and I bustled him. Wow, after a good 10 hours, we are finally heads up for the trophy. Let's go! With the heads up format, it was quite a big shift. The small blind was 100k and the big blind was 200k big blind, 200k big blind NT. So very big difference. And here I had a 2-1 chip lead. I managed to maneuver and I picked up A7. So I limp on the button, hoping that she would shove. And when she announced all in, I snapped her off with A7 and she showed Queen 7. So we are really dominating here. One time for the trophy. And so we go to a flop, very clean. We just need to fade the 3 queens. Turn gave her more outs to a gut shot, but with 1 card to go, we are still 85% chance to capture the trophy and the 600k pesos up top. Dealer, one time, blank! And bam! The Jack dagger on the river gave her the straight and shattered my dreams. And here I was reduced to the small stack. Now she holds the 2-1 chip lead over me. And the next 3 or 4 hand was just trash. I had like 9-3 off, 8-2 off, and finally I picked up Queen 10 suited. So I raised a small blind, she jammed, with half my stack already in, I had to call it off. We were off to the races. Queen 10 suited versus King 9 off. Dealer, one time, we have to win this one. The flop gave us a straight and flush draw. Wow, we have half the deck to take the chip lead again. Can we do it? Broccoli, one more time, come on. Turns a big fat break and the river pair board gives my opponent the trophy. Wow, this one hurts. After a titanic 11-hour battle, to come so close to the trophy but finish second, this really hurt.
Good job! Second!
It's very deep. Second place, both of you couples.
Second
The wife
today.
second place, the husband second place. Wow, good job.
Still cannot get the trophy. Tomorrow we get first.
But that said, a heartfelt congrats to my opponent who showed plenty of hearts in making some very strong plays, and GG well played to her.
Our well-deserved meal. Yay!
So we've been playing for 8 hours, so very hungry, ready to eat.
Yum, yum.
Dinner. Let's go.
Bon appetit!
That's it.
As always, we love to wind down after every session with a good and hearty meal together, reset and recharge for the next day. So lunch was 5,000.
Dinner.
Oh,
Supper.
dinner! Oh my god! We played so long until I thought it was lunch. Anyway, dinner, supper was 5,300 pesos. We paid full in cash because we have so much cash now.
Travel free with Jass and Jedi. So this trip was a success. We're up quite a bit, so I think tomorrow we'll try a few more, but definitely we'll still be positive this trip. And the flights and the comm are fully paid for, and we have access. So that's great.
Yay!
Back on success track after our biggest loss in Genting.
Yeah! Now we are going up, up and up. Tomorrow and up. Yeah, up even more. Okay, we are here back in our hotel room. So let's recap what happened today. So for me, I started my day slightly later. I played 2 games. So the first game was No Limit Hold'em Freeze Out, which was the game that he played. I busto, so I was totally cut dead. I was bleeding. I was just very tired from like last night. I had a bit too many drinks. So I was pretty tired. Yeah, so I busto not long after. So that was 20,000 pesos. Then I bought in again for the turbo event for 15,000. And dun-dun-dun, I came in second place. Yay!
3 final tables in 3 days. That is really quite amazing feat.
Yay!
each time it's on your first bullet, right?
Yeah,
It's quite
actually,
crazy.
for the past 3 days, it has been 1 bullet per day. For today, it's the second bullet.
It's quite insane
that's
run
quite
actually.
insane,
And it's
actually.
all like 100 plus people field, so it's not like a small tournament. Well done.
But I still haven't get the trophy. I haven't gotten any trophy, so that is still my main goal. So I won 196,000 for the second place. So that amounts to about 160,000 net profit for today. Yay!
Just for today. So for me, I played the satellite for the Zodiac event. That was about 22,000 pesos. Literally, I was dead on arrival. I had my second hand, I was Jacks versus King 10. Booms, he revered his king. Very uneventful. The first 2 bullets were gone in like less than an hour. You should be quite thankful that you get to share all these bad beat stories because it means that you made it deep enough. Like the first 2 satellites, just there's no bad beat stories to tell because you're just like dead on arrival.
That's your one-liner bad bit story.
Yeah, but it's not interesting, right? Because you're just talking about starting stacks. A bit disappointed not to get first. I think we were in a very good position. I had A7 suited versus a Queen 7 offsuit, and it was all good until the river. I gave her 1 cut straight to the Queen. So yeah, we got second this time round, but we'll be back tomorrow and we will make a run for the trophy. Today I'm up 405k from that event. Not bad, not bad. And 64k buy-in. So that amounts to about 360k in profits.
Yay! And so overall, we are up for 520,000 pesos today, just today. 13,000 SGD. Woo!
Not bad, not bad.
We are on the way to... Oh, we already made back our trip, so no surprises there. We will tell you our total at the end of this trip, so stay tuned for the next vlog as well.
And there's one more final day tomorrow, so let's
Yes.
see what we can make tomorrow. Really hope we can get the trophy. Fingers crossed.
Yes, stay tuned for the next vlog where we win the trophy. Or not. No, we will. Just kidding. We will.
Okay, time to rest.
No
really
spoilers.
really tired now.
Oh wait, we haven't cheers yet.
Cheers.
Cheers! Cheers to second place couple.
Yeah, 2 second place. And our final table was actually back to back, so it was quite funny.
Yeah, we were just playing the final table like on the 2 different tables side by side.
Yeah.
Yay! See you in the next one.
Bye bye.
Cheers.
Cheers. Final day, let's
Final
make
day.
it good.
Yes! Yes! I win too! Damn it, so close. If not, we will be on the final table together.
4th final table in 4 days. Let's go.